Alright, Miss Oldbag, it is time that we discuss something really important over here, if possible. And that is about the incident that happened 5 years ago. Or more like, accident. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh god. She has activated her ultimate O-bag form. She's gonna go at 200 whippersnappers per second. Who told you? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? I don't think she means Nichols. Maybe she wants Skittles. No, I mean, that will calm her down a bit.
Nichols. Nick. Penny Nichols. Or Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim the hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Well, I do have some proof. If I remember, like maybe the sleeping pills? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Yep. I mean, it's definitely the sleeping pill bottles. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprint on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
The steak plate, found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
And this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh. Okay, now she's gonna go at 300 whippersnappers per second.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia.
The Mafia?
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second. Is this a photo that was taken 5 years ago?
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Yeah, it does seem like it.
Hammer was supposed to fight with that bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the firebox fence.
But how did he get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
You kept it with you all this time. You knew for a long time the truth behind the incident 5 years ago. You shouldered the burden of knowing this about Hammer. Keeping it quiet all this time and feeling bad for him. I do have to apologize for your misfortune, Miss Oldbag. I understand. Well, you won't need to worry, Oldbag. We will make sure to bring justice to Hammer with this, so that you will be at peace with his death. And I guess that's pretty much it. Alright, well, may we meet again in the future, I hope. This is actually pretty helpful, Miss Oldbag. So thank you. Thank you very much. Now let's go to Studio 2. Actually, for the first time, see if we can actually meet Vasquez and or Salmonella.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like, director or the producer?
That I do not know. That I do not know whether he was called or not. We're definitely gonna have to find out what Jack Hammer had in mind by coming over here.
Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O!
Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
And that's all she had to say, apparently. Oh boy. This is gonna be a difficult one to go through, but let's see. Can you tell us about Mr. Hammer? About Will Powers? Anything?
Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and...
Shh!
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off.
Oh dear. Not interested in talking, you say, eh?
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fate blood speaks to me. I know it.
Oh dear. Alright, things are getting much worse. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella at least? Still watching the clouds, I see.
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves.
Ugh. In that case, what do you have to say about this particular photo that we have found, Miss Vasquez. I doubt that you're gonna be able to keep it silent for that long since we have this. She's not even looking. Oh, come on! I had such a good move there. Why can't you just look at it?
Where?
Huh? What?
Where did you get that?
Well...
Old bag.
Old?
She was the security lady. Miss Oldbag,
Yeah, I know that, Maya, thanks. Right, anyway, Ms. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
You're saying that the wind is the cure? Are you saying that... what?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more, inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Okay, well, let's follow her then. Inside the trailer.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you are using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
So you're saying that it wasn't? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Well, where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, no, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you know. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. And gave him a few bruises too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now.
And what makes you think that we're just gonna easily give it to you like that? The photo is now part of the investigation.
What? This is valuable evidence. Boys?
Oh. Crap. Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
Well, I cannot say that I'm thrilled by the idea of being erased. Unless you are in for, I don't know, for a magic performance where you want to show us how to make people disappear. I mean, that would be oodles of fun, as long as it's not us. What?
The trial ends tomorrow. The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammers' dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there! Ganshu! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Survived by the hard tissues of my bones.
Ganshu to the rescue!
Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Ganshu. Thank you. I was really scared.
Huh. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Ganshu?
Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Well, feel happy about it, cause it just happened. You had your shining moment, and it was glorious. I do have to thank you deeply, Detective Ganshu. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. October 20, 10 AM, District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The defense's mage assistant is ready, Your Honor. My body is filled with mana today. It is time to blow everyone's minds and end this whole case on a magical note. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Andrew seems to be on edge today. Oh, no kidding. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
Oh. You got your name, Edgeworth. You are lucky. Today, on the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Boy, you just cannot catch a break with these kinds of people, edgy boy. This has to be like a curse of some sorts. Every witness that you will have will be a pain in your ass curse. Now, who put that curse on you, I wonder? Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick! I know she did it. Make her pay!
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, let's begin. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammers' body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. Oh? You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. Oh. Okay. I was thinking something along the lines of him carrying you like a horse. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay. I see. I see indeed. Manila used his van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it!
Indeed, it is the final battle. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. I mean, at least these things are gonna go much faster. I don't know. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on. Let's talk about it a bit more. Let's talk a bit more about that. Indeed. Let's just talk about it a bit more. Like, no need to be so terse about things all the time. It doesn't do good for your soul. No! Edgeworth! Edgeworth! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Bunch of party poopers. All of you. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Boy, the curse is strong in you, that's for sure. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so you went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. And that's exactly it. Hold on. You had Cell take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Cell take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, alright. Indeed.
At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
And what were you doing during that time?
Don't eat your desk.
Sorry?
It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Don't you talk to us like that, Mr. Edgeworth. You're banging the desk too. By the time we're gonna end this case, the discs are gonna be destroyed. I mean, poor discs. Oops. Oops, indeed.
It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else?
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
I mean, there would definitely be a contradiction. In order for us to prove that... In order to throw in the possibility that it was D. Vasquez that did it, we would have to prove that she didn't eat a T-bone steak, because eating a T-bone steak would take like forever, so... Either she didn't eat a T-bone steak like at all, or something else, or maybe she threw in that T-bone steak in the incinerator. I don't know. I mean... There is nothing here that I can press. So the only thing that I can do is show some evidence that she didn't eat the T-bone steak. There's nothing here that she said that would make her testimony change. I have no idea. Let's see, can I... What happens if I present you this? Objection! Ha! As I thought! I guess I was right, but then what was the answer? You claim you ate the T-bone steak. But I say you did not! Oh? What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Well, no, you don't need to remind us that it was a T-bone steak. Trust me, I know my bones. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trader. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. Oh! Duh! Of course! That's the proof that would tell us that she didn't eat a T-bone steak. The fact that there was no bone left at all. The plates were bare! Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak? I mean, I doubt that she was that hungry. Or maybe she's secretly a werewolf? And not leave the bone. I think I know how. Well, duh. You ate the bone too! You ate the bone too!
Nick, are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but even I don't need the bone.
Hey, I don't eat it either. Well, me too. But that doesn't mean we cannot appreciate the effort that some people make for eating the entire bone as well. Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone. Can I try that again? I think I know how. Yeah. It is the fact that you ate a boneless steak? What about saying that you ate like a boneless steak? Elementary. You are eating a boneless steak. Mr. Wright, say you are right. What would that prove? Right, Your Honor.
Nick, remember her testimony? She said she ate a T-bone steak.
Okay, that is a typo. Mai is saying that she said that she ate a T-bone steak. This isn't the line that Miss Vasquez said.
She said bone.
Correct. I was testing you.
Yeah, sure, Nick.
Sorry. Can I try that one more time? I think I know how. I mean, it is the last option, so you didn't eat the steak at all. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Well, she was picking on Salmonella, duh. She was picking on Mr. Manila. Mr. Wright, sometimes this court finds it hard to tell whether you're joking or being serious. Well, that is the power of being an entertainer, Your Honor. We are here to bring life to this court by using jokes and magic. Oh? I would prefer it if you remained serious. Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Alright. Okay, no longer making jokes over here. Let's go forward. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai! Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Oh! Hey! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Stunt? No. There is no such thing as us pulling stunts. Mr. Edgeworth. We are only trying to bring the truth to the light. Whoosh! As easy as making this bunny appear out of nowhere. Just watch and be amazed.
I didn't claim what you want. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick! Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Ah yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
Do not underestimate us, Miss Vasquez. I came prepared as well, with some magic up my sleeves. It is true, you cannot handle such a huge spear like that. So I'm gonna say... you couldn't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Huh. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
Meaning, there can be other means of killing Mr. Hammer. The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Whoosh! It is time to shock everyone! Cue the dramatic song! Time for the magic performance to begin!
What?
What is the meaning of this?
Oh. I wanted the dramatic song to kick in right away.
Oh well. The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Oh. Prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Is it because it was broken? I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest! Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard.
Yeah, just sit back and watch, Edgeworth. You have lost your edge. Now, it is a battle of wits between us and Miss Vasquez. A battle of power, intelligence, and magic.
Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Indeed, it can be something that pierced through Mr. Hammer. that didn't necessarily have to be the samurai spear. Something that can be found right inside Studio 2. So, yep, we can definitely tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Hey! We can be serious, you know. It can be very, very serious. And with that, we will invoke our first magic spell that will surprise everyone. And that has to be... this! Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.